mates, that's all the loom there. These are all the bits I'm going to put on and show you where they go. So first of all, you've got that plug. It goes to your flasher unit for your indicators. If you haven't got that brown wire coming out of there, you might just have a brown wire coming out of your harness here. You'll have to join a brown wire from there up into here onto the flasher unit. So plug a flasher unit into that plug there. Then whilst we're on the front, there's this plug, both 6 plugs. That one goes into your clocks. So we'll plug the switches into here. Then once your switches is in, they're for 4BL, 97 to 2003 model. That's the plug. There'll be 6 wires going in, and you have these 3 come out. That yellow goes to a yellow coming off your clocks. The green just joins in there if it hasn't got one of these in, and that black just joins into any one of these earths up here, which I'll show in a minute. There's a big group of them. Doesn't matter which earths you use, as long as you don't put it into a black wire with a white stripe on. All the blacks are the same. You could earth this indicator in this one, or you could earth the indicator in that one, or you can earth the parking light into this one, or this one, or this one. It doesn't matter, as long as you use all blacks. So next we've got this plug. It's for your ignition barrel. It's just a 4 plug. Some of them have 5 on with a bullet connector, but your harness on yours is the 97 to 2003 harness, but your bottom end's the 88 and 97 harness. 97 bottom end, sorry. You can tell by looking at the flywheel on your video. So anyway, we're going to plug the ignition barrel into there. And that's the ignition barrel plugged in. That's the colour of the wires. It's stuck there, we'll just leave that out the way. Now we've got this lot now. We'll start with this one. Black and blue and white and blue, which joins up with this switch. And I haven't got a connector on, so I'm going to go and put a connector on that now, so I can plug it into there. In fact, I don't need to actually. At least you know that's for this switch. So that goes to there. I'll do that later. Then you've got that for your clocks. Just leave that. You don't need that on if you're rigging yours up. That's for your speedo and the reed switch on the newer models. If they're cut, make sure none of the wires are touching. That one's for your front brake switch. That one goes to your speedo. And that one goes to your speedo as well. And then you've got these earths, which are, I don't know which wire of these earth is the earth wire, with them being that colour. But anyway, see if that was the earth. Put that earth into this double connector. And this one goes to this green wire. That's for one indicator. And that brown wire is for the other indicator. And with this indicator on, just put this indicator on, which goes, put that wire into there, and then this other wire off the indicator. If it's an earth, I might have to swap the wires around because they're not black colours. Goes into this double one here, but you could put it into this earth and this earth, it would still work, but we'll put it into this double one here. And this black earth, what comes off your switches, this black earth will just go into any one of these black earths. It would even go into them indicator earths, but just put in this one. And now we've got a parking light. The little light what goes in your headlight. This isn't the proper one, but this is just what I test. So this goes into that blue one with the red stripe on, and in any of these black earths. Just make sure you put it with a red stripe, because this one's all blue. This one goes to your rev counter. So we'll put that into that. So that's all the front so far. Switch gear. This bit goes onto there, joins into that earth. There's the side light, how it goes. There's the indicator flasher unit, how it goes. That brown wire round into the plug into here. This one just goes to your speedo or your rev counter. This one's for your speedo and your reed switch. This one is for the front brake light. This one's for your run button, which is there. Like I see it's cut, but there's the colours of the wires. See, look, blue and black and white and blue. Blue and black, white and blue. I could just put a bit of metal over there and double it over to make it work. But then we've got the green wire coming up and a brown wire on the own coming out the main harness, which one goes to the indicator on one side, which is that, and then one goes to the indicator on that side, and then the earths of the indicators, which is that green one and that blue one. I might have to change these round like I say, but they both go into that black double earth one there. I've just showed that one there. That one rigs up your rev counter as well. So that's all the front end. See, this yellow rigs up to your speedo as well, your rev counter. There'll be a bullet connector when you get your clocks for yours. Just plug that in, plug the blue in, and plug this green and red one into your speedo rev counter. And there's the ignition switch. Right, now we'll move further down here onto this part of the harness. It's got this green and red wire that goes onto the cylinder head. That's for the new ones. The 88 and 97 models have a bullet connector on the temperature sensor on the head, so yours might have a bullet connector on, but the new ones have a flat terminal that fits on. But anyway, that's the green and red wire. We've got that free plug what you showed us. That's for the oil, the 2-stroke oil bottle. So that plugs in there. That's what goes in the oil bottle. So that's that free plug done. Then you've got that white and red bullet connector, which goes to the power valve servo, and that 4-block connector there goes to the power valve servo as well, which is there. So we'll rig that up now. Now we've got this 4 connector what goes to the stator. You can rig an 88 and 97 up to this harness, as long as this goes to the stator as well, as does this, as long as you cut these off and put old connectors on, so it fits the old stator. But we'll plug the new stator in, then I'll show you what I mean. So that's the 97 to 2003 4BL stator. This goes to neutral switch. Might have it written on the back. 3RM. I'll show you on another stator in a minute why I'm showing you that. But then plug into there. And this wire here plugs into there. So that's that. Plugged in like that. And this is from 88 to the 97 stator. It'll have 3BN written on the back. There down the bottom, look. 3BN. So if you were, yours is probably like this. They're the old plugs. They don't fit onto them. So you've got to cut these wires, join the wires on there. There'll be another plug somewhere. The other two's in there. And you join them, it's the black and red. There might be the green and thingy. But them two, you cut the plug and it joins to there. And then you're left with those 4 wires off the old stator. Them 4 wires are the same as these 4 wires what go in there. I'll show you the colour. Look, blue, white, yellow, and it's the black, I think. And we've got blue, white, yellow, and the black. Your stator in your bike will have that plug what fits into there, the 4 plug. I think you just showed us it on your video. But like I say, them stators, them old ones, fit the 97 to 2003 loom. So that's the stator up. Right, next we've got the stator, and that's the stator you've got. That's for the 97 to the 2003 one, the 4BL. There's the plugs, and they just plug into that one. It's that one there, and there'd be a little 2 plugs there, that plug there. So we'll plug this in. So that's the CDI plugged in into that one, and this one here. And on yours, what you showed us, where you see there was loads of black earths taped together, I think that's what you showed us. But anyway, one black earth goes off there and earths into there. This black earth comes and earths on your coil, and this orange one goes onto your coil as well. So just put that orange onto there, and this black wire coming off that bunch of black wires goes onto this side. Make sure your frames, if your frame's just been painted, make sure you scrub the paint off so it's a bare metal touching on each terminal, that side and that side, because your coil looks little, it isn't reaching this mounting point. So scrape the paint off your frame if it's just been painted. So we'll put that orange one on now. So that's the coil on, how the coil goes. That orange one fits there, the black one goes through there, earthed onto the frame. Now I've got this regulator which plugs into this plug here, so we'll just put that in. And there's a plug exactly the same for the neutral relay. Don't worry about that, I'll explain in a minute. We'll just get this into here. Then you've got that for the side stand switch. If that isn't connected up, if you start your bike up in neutral, it'll rev up. As soon as you put it into gear, it cuts out. But yours is cut on yours, but the wires are shown. Just join them 2 wires together and tape them up so there's no bare wires. But I've got a side stand switch, so I'll rig the side stand switch into there. And that's the side stand switch in. I know they're for safety, but sometimes this can break and you'd be running through your full bike wondering what it is, and it's this, making your bike run stop and start and spark and not spark. So I always take that out and join them anyway. But anyway, that's that on. That's for your backlights. This here is for your neutral relay, which is that. But they're no good. I take them off every bike I get, because once I had one and it was buzzing, for a while. You could feel it vibrate when you touched it, and then it blew the CDI unit up. So now I just take them off and just tape that up. They're not important. They're just like I say, they get wet. They get wet easy in the brake and the short circuit everything. And then we've got these wires here. They're your battery wires, obviously red and black. But you've got this black one, and this grey one, and this brown one, which rigs up to your back brake sensor to make your back brake work. So we'll put that on. It just plugs on like that. And that's like what we've got the horn to put on. I'll go and get the horn. So that's the horn plug. Just plug that into there. And that's it all so far. Everything's wired up, nearly. Get here. One brown, one green for the indicator. A double black earth. So put 2 indicators in there. So that's the 2 back indicators rigged up. Just run through it all now. Neutral relay, backlight, side stand switch plug, horn plug, which is pink and black I think, no, pink and brown, which goes up there. Got the rectifier, regulator, got this for your brake light, got them 2 for your battery, got the orange and that on your coil. Got the CDR unit rigged up to that one, and this 2-1. Like see, the 2-1 goes down to there to the coil, and the black one joins up with these earths, and this black one comes down onto the earth as well on the coil. There's the free plug for the 2-stroke oil bottle. There's the red and white bullet connector that goes to the servo motor, and the 4 plug pin. The 87, the 88, the 97s have just got a 2 plug one here. I think it's a brown and black wire, and a bullet connector beside it. That's why they're known as 3-wire ones. That goes to your head just to read the temperature. As I said before, the older ones have got a bullet connector. This is a spade terminal. Got the ignition barrel, what comes down to there into that 4 connector. We've got the switch gear, which runs down there into there. That yellow wire goes into your clocks. Got the brown wire, what runs off the switches if it isn't on. What runs off there into the flasher unit, because there might be just one wire coming out of your harness the way it's cut, so you might have to join that wire onto there anyway, onto here, onto the switches. We've got the side light, parking light in there. Make sure it goes in the blue and red one, not the all blue one. Blue and red, and any black earth it'll go into. We've got the stator, them 2 wires go into them 2, they're colour coded. Then the other 2 wires would have joined on that lot, green and black, join up to green and black. Then you've got that 4 plug, what joins to that 4 plug for your stator. Like I see, that stator there'll fit onto this harness. Then don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. That's your run button. That joins to your clocks, as I've said before. That joins to your clocks or rev counter, same thing. Clocks, rev counter on that and that, and that yellow one there as well. And the black earth, what comes off here, off your switches, that joins into any earth on here. You could put that into that earth, or this earth for the indicators. Then you've got this this indicator here, double earth, what goes up to 1 indicator, and the other earth goes up to that indicator. And then the brown and the green, they go around to the indicator, as does that one go around to the indicator. So that's all that. I'm going to go and get a light bulb, put in there, and I'm going to rig that up to the battery and test the harness. So that's it all there from above. Do some close-ups. If you need any help on the colour of the wires, just ask, but this should sort everything out on yours, mate. I'll see, just quickly run through this because I've already explained it, but just in case I missed anything. Like I see, that blue one goes to the neutral switch down to the right hand side near your gear stick. There's your battery ones. Well, I've explained all this anyway. Side stand switch up there, horn, neutral relay, that white thing, what's no important. That's not part of that, I'll get that out of the way. And we've got the back two indicators, and that plug there is the only plug that isn't wired up at the back, because I haven't got a proper backlight. Oh, to get me back. Right, so I'm going to just go and get a light bulb, and then I'm going to rig that battery up to there and see if this works. So I've just found the finishing touch to the video. I know the engine isn't running, obviously, because it's on the floor, but I'm sure full beam still works. I might be wrong, but it's worth giving it a try anyway. And I'm going to rig the battery up as well. So I'll get this bulb in, I'll rig the battery up, and then we'll see what happens. So that's the battery wired up. Everything's sorted. Let's give it a try. Power valve servos motor's working. Try the indicators. Try the other one. Try the horn. Oh, it must be see the horn moving. I don't know if this horn worked or not, but yeah, it's starting to work. But that's it, everybody. That's how you rig your 4BL loom up. And I'll try the parking light as well, and their headlight. I don't know if it'll work because it's not running, and that yellow wire's not joined up, so it probably won't work. I'll need that yellow wire joined up. But the horn's starting to work. And just watch the indicators, watch as I switch them. So there's that one. Now I'll switch to the other side. See, that one's on there and that one's on there. Switch. Knock it over. That one and that one's on. Shame I didn't have a backlight, because I would have showed the backlight, but it doesn't need to be shown because everything's working. But that's how you rig a thingy up. So I hope this helps people, because loads and loads of people asked us. Like I say, I explained the side light. We'll see if the side light works. I don't know if it'll work without the brake light on, rigged up. It might not, but we'll give it a try. The side light isn't working, but I don't know if this ignition barrel would work for the side light. But it should, because it works for everything else. But there, that's how you get side light. If your side light was on, you can take your key out. See what's on the P there, parking light. Just you push your key in, you turn, it goes to there, and that's off. See, off, and then watch when we turn it on. Watch the power valve servo. So all this is covered. I've showed all these plugs. That's about it. That's it all from there. Right, alright, thanks for watching, because I just hope this will help people.